Welcome, peeps, to Ant Nation, where we are all about ants. As you could probably tell from the title of the video, in this video, I will be demonstrating on how to make a ant liquid feeder for free. You'll simply use a household sponge and a canister or container full of sage. Every home has these two items in it. If you don't have these items, they can be found very inexpensively. So far, these are two things that you should have in your home already. If you know anybody that likes to cook in your household, you have sage. And if you have anybody in your household that wants clean dishes, you have a sponge very similar to this one. You will also be needing a pair of scissors, and voila, just like that. Once again, these are three things that you probably already have in your household, more than likely. As you see, a seam has already been made for us on this particular sponge. So we're going to cut along the seam like so, cutting off the bristle end of the sponge, but yet leaving some sponge on the back side of the bristle, therefore not wasting the sponge itself. This sponge is now still usable. Now we're going to take our sage, we're going to dump it out in a container of some sort. I'm sure you have something around your house you can reserve your sage in so that it does not go to waste. Now we have rolled up the sponge and placed it inside of the container. Very simple. You want to make sure you have the top portion flattened out and leave a crease in the side like I done here so you can see your water level. You want the top to be just like that, so that when you put the top on, the holes have some of the sponge poking out of them like so. This will keep your ant friends from falling inside of the drink. This is very important. Really simple to do. If you roll it up, place it in a container, it should fall into place just like this. If not, simply move the sponge around inside the container with the top off until it looks just like this. Alright, now let's remove the top. We're going to take a syringe full of water or sugar water or honey water mixture. We're going to press in the middle of the sponge, not too hard, but oh so gently. We're going to press and then press our liquid into the container. You will more than likely spill some water here, but it will be okay. You can simply take your remaining sponge and wipe it away. You can put up to 3.5 syringes like this one in this container with the sponge. So you can stop at 2, but we're going to do 3 in this video for good measures. That way we don't have to come back and refill it anytime soon. One of the best things about this is you don't have to take the top off and go through all this ever again once you fill it up the first time. Put your top back on, and this is what you want. Again, if your holes are not filled in, you can take it back off, move your sponge around a little bit, make sure you get it filled in properly. So now I've put this Sunny D lid down to put the container on, and yes, the ants can climb the side of the plastic when you have it standing upright. This is just an example. I prefer to lay it down on its side with the lid, giving them a way to access the container. But you can do it this way as well. All a matter of preference. You can do it any way you want. You also can cut that lid off if it's in your way. I choose to leave the lid on myself and lay it down, giving them access to it. Also, you can take it up, flip it over like that, and wet the tip of your sponge again if you feel like your sponge is getting dry. Very simple. This is how I prefer to use it myself. Works like a charm. There you have it, peeps. A free or yet affordable ant liquid feeder. At this time, I'd like to thank you for watching. Hope you learned something, and I hope you and yours continue to be blessed.